Want to take some lemons and make lemonade? Follow the steps of this company. Get started, stay rad, and make some beloved Bendy whips. Today we're keeping it simple with Basic. What up, people? Derek here with Bendy Tubes, and how are you now? But first, thank you to our sponsors, and shout out to Ron at Ground Whip for inspiring all of us with vision and focus. Today we're covering Basic Bike Company. As always, y'all know way more about this than I do, but I'm gonna do my darndest to give it the respect it deserves. So, Basic Bike Company, or BBC, before that stood for British Broadcasting Company, was started in Canada by Darcy Sarcucci and Cecil Milligan. You may remember from a recent video that Darcy was also involved in McNeil. Before the official start, Darcy was making t-shirts and number plates at the age of 15 to sell at races. Now in 1993, Steve Roy, got the scoop that some bro was sitting on some goods. Said bro, Rick Moliterno, but we'll come back to that in a second. Cecil and Darcy got their hands on a couple of these frames and frame sets welded by Gardner that were just chillin', wrote them, and then got pressured to get some more. So they did, and that is how we got Basic Bikes and how they got their first frames. Now these frames were some rejected and rebadged units from standard bikes. What would be called the lengthy is the big city bastard, and what was the shorty is the small town hick, paying homage to the roots of the founders. Old school platform having whips that got them through the 93-94 time frame. But why was they rejected? Bad welds, compromised quality, stuff like that. You know how standard is, quality is top tier. In 1995, Basic starts making their own stuff, adding a new frame, the Sluggo, to the mix, a slope top tube all-around type whip. Also, they made a frame called the Street Fighter, but the small town hick remains our flatland bike and changes a bit from the old school vibe to something in between. We got this extended top tube back towards the rear wheel that slopes with the seat stays nice and smooth style, standard STA style gusset up front, and some chain mounted brakes. 19-inch top tube, 75-degree head tube angle, stuff like that. Solid dims, decent bike. Honestly, between 95 and 97, this was their most popular model, with tons and tons of well-preserved models. Smack dab in the middle of this season, in 1996, Canadian Ripper Andrew Ferris joined the team and began riding the STH as well. I mention this because check out these replica model setups, y'all. You can see this orangey one here or this pink one there. Slamming bikes, oozing early mid-school vibes, man. That slanted Schwinn style. See, it's hard to explain to onlookers why that was a comfortable seating position, but it was, and I assume it's something about the perineum. But y'all, seriously, anyone with one of these throwback STHs, well done. Proper, period, accurate time capsules of radassery. I'm looking at you, Randy Marsh, Gianna Goots, and in Bevan 83. But before Andrew departed, he put his stamp on his first signature frame, the Aura, a 19-inch top tube having chunk of mid-schoolery, bigger side slab gussets drop the platform, similar vibe. Another super rare one, friends, only a few references, but enough to agree that it was in fact a thing. Beyond the bike, they made some bits. This Canadian as heck maple leaf sprocket, some 4-piece bars called the Whammy, and these beautiful steel silencer pegs. I mean, big old fatties, boys. Double fat pegs, bud. Straight chubs, bud. Chubbery, Ferda. I've been watching a lot of Letterkenny. Drilled out, straight up looking rad pegs. A 1-inch threadless stem. What? There's even a seat post in the mix, a coaster brake shell, good batch of bits. And besides Andrew, rippers like Dan Rigby, Jason Brown, and Jamie McIntosh rode for Basic as well. And y'all, that's about it. Basic Bikes out of Canada has a loyal following, tons of love, and you got a new fan right here. As always, Derek here with Bendy Tubes. Bye now.